Hi, it's Kathy, the Backyard Stamper, and I'm here to do a very quick and easy but adorable Valentine. We're going to be using this very cute set called Love Cats, and this can be used all year long. I love hanging out with you, head over heels for you, and these adorable cats. The only one that's Valentine is this one. All right, so let's get started. Oh, let me show you where that is. That is on page 13 of our January to April 2023 Stampin' Up! Mini Catalog. Let me show you some of the supplies we'll be using. I've got a 1/4 sheet of Highland Heather. I've got a piece of designer paper that measures 3 1/4 by 5 1/2. I've got a piece of thick basic white that measures 3 1/2 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. That's gonna go like this, and this is gonna go on top. And we've got a little bit of white peeking out. I've got a scrap of Highland Heather to go here, and a scrap of the designer paper to go on the inside. I've used layering circles to make the Highland Heather scallop, and the stylish shapes to do the circle with the cat, and a scrap for the greeting bear. Now this paper is part of our celebration offerings this year. It's with a $100 purchase, you get this mega pack, and I really mean mega pack. 48 sheets of 12 by 12. Normally when Stampin' Up! Sells their designer series paper, it's between $12 and $15 for a pack of 12 sheets. So this is 48 sheets. Which is 4 times that, and you get it for free. It comes with some really fresh colors, designs, something for everyone, and again can be used all year long. I know I've been making a ton of things using that paper. All right, so to stamp our kitty cat, the best way is to use the Stamparatus. Move my supplies out of the way. And because the cat, I really want it to be dark. So what I do is I put it on the Stamparatus, and because it's red rubber, I don't need my foam pad. So I just push my grid paper right up to the corner. And I've kind of positioned it, and I've used some Post-it note tape to hold it down. Now, I also, right here, have a piece of window sheet. And what I do with that is I'm just going to test to see if I have my cat in the right place. Now, I don't need to ink it up too well because I'm just stamping on my plastic. So let's see if I got her. That's perfect. So now I'm going to take this away and clean that up really well after. And I'm just going to put a stamping block under here to support it. And I'm going to stamp my cat, and I'm just going to do a little twisting and patting. Twist and pat to get that dark area. And what I have found is I've needed to stamp the kitty cat twice. So let's see how we do. See how it's not quite the way I want it to be. So I am going to ink it up again in the middle here. Okay, let's see how that is. Oh, much better. And there you go. So now I can just remove my Post-it note and save that for when I'm die cutting. And let me get my Stamparatus out of the way and my grid paper, or I need my window sheet. Okay, so now I've got my kitty cat and I've got my scallop shape, and I am going to color my little heart in with the dark polished pink. Now this is one of the in colors that is going to be retiring at the end of April. So if you like any of the in colors that are going to be retiring, you should not wait, because they are going to sell out lickety split. All right, and then we're going to just tape this down. Okay, and my scallop piece is done. All right, let's go over to these pieces. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp on the inside with, let me see what sentiment I used. I love hanging out with you. But I don't want to attach it to the card yet, because if I mess up, I can do a switch and fold, like a reverse fold. So let's see, I'm going to stamp that to make sure I've got it inked up right. Okay. I'm going to put it kind of towards the top. There. And we'll go ahead and tape that down. Let me just open that up. I want to make sure it's dry. This white piece is going to go all the way to the top of, oops, you know what? Let me do this one first. And I'm going to do this one with liquid glue, just because I want to make sure that I've got it on and I need the wiggle room that it will give me. So I'm going to center that to the side, on each side here, and just make sure it's lined up, and it looks like it is. So I'll give that a good press. Now I will put my white on. Now the white goes all the way, nope, I did that wrong. All right, well, here we are. It's been a long day here. Let's see. Okay, well, now this piece is never going anywhere because it is glued and taped. All right, now let's put this one back on there. I think I'll add just a smidge more glue just to make sure. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line up my top, because if I have to trim, it's easier where there's no fold. And bring that down. That looks pretty good. Give that a good press. And while I'm at it, I really need to do my bone folder, so we'll lay down, behave. Okay, so now I'm going to get out my dimensionals. This card comes together so quick and easy, which is great. I have lots of family members that I send Valentines to, because why not, right? And I have some friends that live alone, and I like to send them cards. So we'll put the kitty cat. Oh, so cute. And then I've got a scrap of the Highland Heather, and this measures 3.5 by 1/2 inch. And I'm going to put that right there. Okay. Just make sure that that is straight. Looks pretty good. Now I'm going to, what I did was I took a scrap of white and had a scrap here. Here it is. I'm using this new double punch that's in our mini catalog. Let me just double check the name of it. Let's see here, back in the back. It's the Happy Labels Pick-a-Punch. It's on page 53 of the mini catalog, and it's one of those that shows you can get it as a bundle and save 10%. But I just bought the punch because I like doing something a little bit on my sentiments. And so for this one, I'm going to, it's got the grooves that you can have different sizes. And so what I did was I put it all the way in, or pretended I did. There we go. So I stamped one side first, and then I did my words. So what I did was I punched my piece out ahead of time. Whoops. And I'll show you, if I mess this one up, I will show you what else I did, because I couldn't quite decide what I wanted to do. Okay. Let me put my ink pad over here so I don't get it on anything. Stamp that off, make sure it's inked up well. Okay. And I'm just going to go for it. There we go. Ah, so good. All right, now I'm going to use dimensionals. Now, if that had not come out very well, I also had this one ready to go too. So you can use what you have to do your sentiment, whatever you want it to make your card special. And I have that. And let me get out my bling bling, some basic rhinestones, rhinestone basic jewels. I love these things and stock up on them. They are perfect to just add a little something something to your card. And the take your pick tool makes picking them up quick and easy. There we go. So that my outside's done. I think I have one more thing to do on the inside. Let me put the cap back on. And on the inside, I have to put this little piece here. Let me get this out of the way. So I am going to use my liquid glue just so I can make sure I get it on straight. This piece is also a 1/2 inch by 3.5. So just using up some scraps. I usually put some, either a stamp or a little bit of designer paper on the inside of my cards. That's what I like to do. Okay, and there you have it. It wasn't that easy. And here's the stamp set again. My host code for February is right here. And I want to tell you about a joining special that we're having right now. If you decide that if your wish list is more than 99, then keep listening, because they've got an incredible value right now. So let me show you the savings. Get a pen here. Okay, so you're going to spend for the starter kit right now is $175 of product. Normally it's $125, so that's $50 extra. It's $50 extra, and this is your choice. You can get anything that you want. You just can't go over the $175. And you also get a past paper pumpkin for free, and you get the free shipping. So I'm not sure how much that is, but let's just say it's $22 because it's 11% right now. And so that is $220.95. Okay, but what you're gonna pay is $99. So you have a savings of oops, I got my columns, there we go. $121.95 are your savings. Now, you will have to pay tax depending on where you live, but there's no pressure. You do not have to go out and sell. You don't have to do blogs and videos. That's just something I like to do. And I like to earn just a little bit of extra money to support my habit. But you can just buy the joining special, get your $175 worth of product, your free paper pumpkin kit, and at the end of June, you would just go into pending, and then after the end of July, you would be deactivated. No penalties, no pressure. Or you can continue to make small purchases and receive a 20 to 25% discount. So our quarterly minimum is $300 and your discount is 20%. So that comes out to $240 is really your minimum. And you divide that by 3 months, it equals $80 a month. That's the commitment to stay active if you want. So I'm just letting you know it's not thousands of dollars to stay active. You get your discount every time you shop. You get to pre-order from new catalogs, which is great. And you also get your hands on the catalogs before anybody else does. As part of my team, you would be joining my uplines team, who's Angie Judah, and she's the chicken scratch. So it's an amazing team. We do swapping, we share ideas, we chat, we get to know people in person and have a great time. So I did want to just throw that out for anybody whose wish list is more than $99. This joining special is good until the end of February, and then it will go back to $125 a product for $99, which is still a good deal. So if you have any questions, my email is right here. Please contact me. I'd love to have you be part of my team. If you live locally and you sign with me, you get to attend my in-home classes for free. Those are normally $15. So again, it's just more savings. All right, that's it. Take care. Have a nice night. Bye now.